Good afternoon, everyone. This is Miss Randolph's Virtual Art Space. So excited to continue learning about art with you guys. Let's get started. All right, so this week we're going to be continuing to look at photography and just look at the impact that it has within our communities. And we're going to be looking at two photographers. One most recently, he's a photographer located in Brooklyn, and a famous photographer who actually had a really strong influence on the younger photographer that we're going to be looking at. And you're just going to be looking at how these works really inspired them and allowed them to be a positive change for their community. The Beauty in You. So the first photographer we're going to be looking at, his name is Andre D. Wagner, and he was originally from Omaha, Nebraska, and he most recently lives in Brooklyn, and he does a lot of work really utilizing his neighborhood as almost his art studio. He goes into the community and he takes images and he allows those to really inform the messages that he's trying to create. And most recently, it's been a lot about Black empowerment and really recognizing his role in the world. So while you're watching the clip that is below, I want you to take some time and you can pause this video. You're going to be asking yourself how photography impacts Wagner in his everyday life. So you're going to take this time to pause the PowerPoint and you're going to take a look at the link in the PowerPoint. All right. Moving yet to another wonderful photographer, we're going to be looking at the work of Gordon Parks. So Gordon Parks was a renowned photographer that captured the essence of what it meant to be Black in America. And as you can see, looking at his images, they capture what was going on in his community, what was going on in the world during his lifetime. And to be honest, a lot of his work really mirrors some of the things that we're experiencing today. And I want you just to be mindful of just looking at the detail and just how he's able to capture work that is empowering and that allows his voice to be heard. So while you're in this PowerPoint slide, you're going to take a look at the video that is linked in this PowerPoint, and you're going to take some time just to really answer the question below. So take this time to pause the video and you're going to answer the video question below. All right, so now that we've taken a look at two amazing photographers, we're going to put our critical art skills to use. So we're going to take some time to pause the PowerPoint in this video, and we're going to look and answer the questions. What do you notice about both images, and what do you think the photographer is trying to communicate in each image? So take this time to pause the PowerPoint in the video and take a look at these images. Moving into our second slide, you're going to look at this image and take some time to again pause the PowerPoint and video, and you are going to answer the following questions. What do you think is the significance of this image, and how can you use your voice to fight for equality? So take some time to pause the PowerPoint and just really get an opportunity just to read the signs and read all the information and just imagery and get a sense of what the photographer is trying to capture. Okay, so now we are going to take some time to this is a little treat. We're looking at the legendary, and notice how I said legendary Beyonce. She had this beautiful film that came out this summer, and you're going to watch the trailer for Beyonce's Black is King. And what I really loved about this particular film is there's so many beautiful images, and they were empowering, and I just feel like you guys would get so much from just taking a look at just even these two beautiful stills that we have in this PowerPoint. So from the link, you're going to take the opportunity to pause and just watch the video. But now what you're going to do is you are going to answer the following questions. What are some ways that Beyonce showcases the beauty of being Black? How does the photography represent these ideas? So take some time to pause the video and reflect on these questions. This week's assignment. So this week I will be sending out a Google quiz that will reflect the questions discussed in this PowerPoint. Use this video as your resource for answering the questions to the quiz. So what I would like for you guys to do is, while you're watching the videos, I want you to be able to have the questions with you in the PowerPoint. So if you need to pause, you're able to see the videos and the questions so that you can be aware of what's going on. And then when you receive the quiz, which will be Tuesday, it will be helpful to have two screens up. So you'll have one screen with the quiz and then one screen with your PowerPoint so that you can type into your quiz and also click your links easily and just get the information that you need. Last but not least, do your best. If you have questions, reach out to me through Google Classroom or office hours. Do your best and just know that everything is going to be okay, and just be positive with your answers and your opinions. Survey feedback. So first and foremost, shout out to y'all for giving me so much amazing feedback in these surveys. Like I said in this slide, I really enjoyed receiving the feedback from y'all and all the beautiful souls that came to visit me during office hours and just giving me input on what they enjoyed, what they think that they want to get out of art. I really, really appreciate it. So some of the common themes that I've seen, many of you had very similar ideas, and I just wanted to include some of the feedback that I received. So you definitely were interested in drawing, like self-portrait shapes and figure drawing. A lot of y'all were interested in anime, and there was this really cool activity that I actually saw and I talked with a couple students about. It's a me book, so you're creating a book that really looks at how to celebrate yourself through ideas, words, images. It's all about you and the history of art. So I'm looking forward to implementing these ideas. Last but certainly not least, I got to leave you with the mindful tip of the week. So this tip, I'm going to actually include for myself because I'm not going to give y'all some advice that I wouldn't take myself. So you are going to create an affirmation that you can repeat to yourself every day to encourage you to achieve your goals. So I listed some examples below. You can say, I am more than enough. I am always headed in the right direction. Or it could be very particular to your goal. Like if you know that you want to get better grades in art or just any of your other classes, you can use that affirmation and just repeat it to yourself throughout the day. And I promise you, it's not going to only make you feel good. It's going to push you that much closer to reaching your goals. It was amazing making this video for this week for you guys. And I look forward to seeing your beautiful faces this upcoming week. Talk to you soon.